Was ist los? It's the German boy here, and welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings. Now, last time around was a beautiful episode. In case you missed it, Kotori finally confessed her feelings as we finally took our first flight together. It was beautiful. If you haven't seen it already, listen, you need to go watch it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick up right where we left off. I'm super excited to get back into this, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it, shall we? The next morning. Shaking his bottom, Hat walked into the cafeteria. Behind him, Kotori followed behind, blinking her eyes sleepily. Guten Morgen! You look sleepy.
緊張してよく眠れなかったの。
It's strange to feel nervous to meet your own parents, but when I followed my dad and lived away from my mom for a while, I was a bit nervous to meet her again as well. Well, my mom didn't care about the inner workings of her son's hearts, but anyway. What do you want for breakfast? I'll make it now.
パン焼くからいい。
Okay, I'll brew some coffee for you. I'll make it nice and strong.
ミルクとお砂糖たっぷりでね。
And Kotori prepped Hat's breakfast while talking. Even though she isn't his owner, she always takes care of him. Hat's more attached to Kotori than anyone else, too. Alright, here's your coffee.
大丈夫かな。
Kotori muttered as she accepted their coffee. Are you still worried about something?
うちのお父さん、私のこと溺愛してるから。
That's not a problem, is it?
帰省するのはいいけれど、ちゃんと返してくれるか心配だわ。
She slurped her coffee while splashing. Oh, I'm sure he won't. You think he might? I remember her sister and think about it again.
お姉ちゃんと違って、ちゃんと会うの何年ぶりかだし。
I'm starting to worry. Is it really okay to let her go?
一応、いざとなったら、ヒバリ姉が私を誘拐してでも連れ戻してくれるって言ってくれてるんだけど。
Holy shit. I really wondered about that. Well, anyway, just relax there for a while.
うん。
Kotori ate her morning toast with a mixed expression of worry and happiness. I prepared breakfast for myself and the other people are still in the dorms. It's a simple breakfast, but anyway. Kotori was watching me from across the counter while I did so. Huh? Entschuldigung?
しちゃダメだからね、浮気。
What's with suddenly saying that?
だって葵くん、女の子にやたら優しいから、心配だわ。ハト、ハト。葵くんが浮気しないか、見張っておいて。もししたら、本気でつっついていいから。
She doesn't trust me. I told you I won't cheat. I have such a cute girlfriend after all. While saying this, I stood behind Kotori and put my hands on her shoulders. You're the only one I like. From behind her, I turned her head and kissed her on the cheek. It's adorable. Huh? Kotori blushes and fidgets. Huh? However, she quickly scowls at me.
葵くんって、私のこと、侮っているわよね。
Huh? Not taking you seriously? What?
そうやって、
Boss?
シューしたり、アイスクリーム食べさせとけば、機嫌が良くなるって、そういうつらい女だって思ってるんでしょう。
I don't think that. Well, I do tend to think it's a good idea to buy a girl ice cream if she's in a bad mood, but...
これも、恋しているがゆえなのかしら。
Kotori says this and combs her hair upwards. With a yearning look on her face, she says,
分かっていても、騙されてあげたくなっちゃうのよね。
Is that so? Well then, guess I'll deceive her. Entschuldigung?
キョロキョロ。
And Kotori stretches her neck around like a meerkat and then looks around the area. Then, after verifying that no one's nearing the cafeteria, she thrusts her lips out. Somehow, she seems to be insisting that I, kusi her. Alright, Prince. I went and stood in front of Kotori and kissed her upturned lips. Just for an instant. They tasted like fresh coffee. With lots of milk and sugar. Aww. Thank God, that's fucking adorable. Kotori smiled happily, then finished off her toast with jam. I heard Hibari's voice and pushed Kotori's wheelchair over to the entrance to meet her.
お姉ちゃん、それから。
A middle-aged man was staring behind. A middle-aged man was standing behind Hibari. I cannot English right now, forgive me. But, he was dressed in a gray suit and had a gentlemanly air about him.
お父さん。
Vata?
Kotori.
Upon seeing Kotori, her father looked like he was going to cry. But he's a gentleman wearing a suit. His expression only showed emotion for an instant, then he changed to a classy smile.
元気だったかい？
見ての通りよ。
So, this is Kotori's dad. Then her father looked at me.
こちらの方が、
トビウオソウの漁をしている水瀬さんよ。
It's nice to meet you. My name is Minase.
はじめまして。小鳥の父の幅根隆夫です。ずいぶんお若いようですが。
Yeah, I'm still a student. My mother manages this property and I'm just working part-time.
でも、すごく立派な漁師さんよ。ねえ、ひばりね。
Chase!
お料理も上手だし、しっかりしていて、とても信頼できる方だわ。
ほう。
As both of his daughters had said such things, Kotori's father looked at me approvingly. I might have worked out. While I held my head high, I felt a bit nervous. I felt a bit insecure, actually. While everyone had said how responsible I was, when seen by an adult, I must have looked just like a child.
いつも娘がお世話になっています。
After saying this, he extended his hand for me to shake it.
これからも、どうぞ娘のことをよろしくお願いします。
Thank you as well. After the greetings ended, the remaining dorm students in Ageha came to see Kotori off.
こちらが寮生の皆さんですか。
そう、みんな私の友達よ。かなみ、朝と夜。どうも、しぐれかなこです。
Oh my god, you couldn't even bother to dress up for this? Kanako, what the fuck am I gonna do with you? Ich schwor by God.
はじめまして、風と朝です。妹の夜です。
After being greeted, Kotori's father bowed her head politely. Oh my god, I misgendered him. Fuck. Even when speaking with kids the same age as his daughter, he never forgets to express his gratitude.
それから、この子がアゲハよ。
ああ、電話で話していた小鳥の大親友だという。
Kotori's father, appearing moved, extended his hand for Ageha to shake it.
どうも、姫木アゲハです。
娘からお話は伺っています。
一体どんな話してるんだろう。
Kotori's father looked at everyone, who had lined up, and relaxed his expression, looking relieved. He must have been concerned about how his handicapped daughter was getting along in the dorms. Can't say I blame him, honestly. To tell the truth, we'd gotten Ageha to come in the morning on purpose. Kotori had wanted to introduce her best friend to her father so that he'd feel relieved. It seems that her experiment was a success. Next, a duck came waddling in, shaking his bottom.
おいで、ハット。紹介するわ。わわ。
Pat flapped his wings and rested on Kotori's knee.
この子がハットよ。この中で一番古い私の友達。
ああ、この子がかわいいアヒルじゃないか。
朝、夜、少しの間、ハットのことよろしくね。任せてください。よろしくね、ハットちゃん。わわ。かわいい。
I have to agree.
それじゃあ、そろそろ行きましょうか。
そうだな。あまり長居してお邪魔になってもいけない。
Hibari pushes Kotori's wheelchair.
それじゃあね、みんな、葵くん。いってらっしゃい、小鳥。
Please have a relaxing time at home, okay? Okay, that sounds like a V8. And Kotori got into her father's car and went home. We met at the dock as usual after Kotori left. We have to resolve the problems that were found yesterday, and to be safe, check each part to ensure that there was no damage. Ageha is in charge of maintenance. Ageha went with me to the runway, got guidance on the spot directly from people who had qualifications and help with the maintenance.
機体の表面に目立った傷はありませんでした。部品も問題なしね。さすが天音先輩の設計だわ。
Depending on the design, sometimes too much weight can be placed on a certain area, parts can bend, or damage can occur. Yoru is staring intently at the assembled airframe. What's wrong, Yoru?
昨日のテストフライトを見てて思ったの。綺麗な機体だなって。デザインって不思議よね。機能性を追求していった先に最も美しいものがあるんだから。
I guess that's how it works. I mean, I guess, yeah, because tail fins were so popular on cars in the 50s, you know? I feel like they're kind of on the same wavelength here. Proceed. This glider is a massive functional beauty. There's meaning to every curve. There isn't even a portion of it that was designed a certain way because it looks nice. Speaking of which, bicycles are like that too. Autos as well. Bicycles, which are built purely for speed, are extremely attractive in appearance. As are, Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Porsches, but I digress.
けどこのグライダー、不思議な形してますよね。翼が前に出てるのなんて初めて見ました。
Asa pointed to the wing and said this. The wings of the revised model just jut forward a bit from where they attach to the body.
普通、飛行機の翼って後ろにこうなってませんか？
Asa acted like her hands were wings, spread them out behind her, and demonstrated.
いわゆる交代翼のことね。交代翼？
Proceed.
主翼の取り付け位置から斜め後ろに向かって広がってる翼のことよ。あれは超音速飛行をするためのデザインなの。だからジェット機なんかは交代翼が普通よね。
Huh. Whether they're passenger planes or fighter planes, the majority airplanes that we normally see on TV are jets.
ほう。
Small propeller planes don't have wings that point diagonally and backward. They're spread out to the sides, right? Our old model wings were that way too.
どうして形が違うんですか？交代翼は揚力が低下するのよ。ジェットエンジンがついていれば、それでも問題なく飛べるんだろうけど、グライダーだとね。
That's why it's normal for the wings to stretch out to the sides, but this glider's wings are pointed forward. Wings like this are called sweep forward wings.
前進翼。
If you divide the wing shape further, there are still a few more types, and there are some that are unclassifiable. They are designed to go along with the objective of each plane, yeah?
じゃあ、このグライダーの翼が、前進翼なのも目的があるんですね。
Yeah, that's right.
目的っていうか、この場合はメリットっていう方が正しいかな。
Ageha began her explanation.
一番大きな理由は、重心と揚力の中心になる部分の問題ね。このグライダーは複座式だから、主翼の取り付け位置が限られているわ。
In the instance of this airframe, the wings are attached to the sides of the body, but the cockpit is also inside the body. In the case of two-seaters, the space made up of the cockpit doubles. For that reason, the point of attachment for the wings becomes limited. Further, since the cockpit and the number of passengers doubles, the center of gravity shifts forward by a large amount. That's where the sweep forward wings come in.
これ見て、アサちゃん。
Ageha draws a diagram of the old wings as seen from above and puts a point in the center. It's just about in the center as a base for the wings.
この点は主翼が発生させる揚力の中心部。ここを見えない糸で吊るされて飛んでるようなイメージね。
It's not really such a simple matter, but as Ageha was trying to explain in an easy to understand way, she was simplifying quite a bit.
もし頭が重くて重心が前に傾いてたらどうなると思う？機首が下がってしまいますね。じゃあこれならどうかな。
This time, she drew a diagram of the revised model, sweep forward, wings, drawing a line along the center of the wings and creating a triangle shape. In the center of that, she drew another point. That point was further forwards than in the previous example. That means that the center of the lifting power is shifted forward.
これならバランスが取れて頭が下がらないかも。つまり前進力は胴体の後ろ寄りに取り付けながらも揚力の発生母を前方に持ってくることができるわけ。
It's also necessary to consider instances where there's one passenger. These wings reduce the shift of the center of gravity as much as possible and have a role in maintaining balance. This means that while the wings are optimized for gliders with multiple passengers.
まあ本当はもっと複雑なんだけど、簡単に説明するとこんな感じかな。なるほど。それでわざわざ翼を作り直したんですね。
It looks like a strange shape, but there is meaning behind everything.
へえ、すごいな。ちゃんと意味があったんだ。
With an admiring expression, Asa gazed upon the wings that she had a role in building.
そんなこと全然知らずに作ってたよ。でもメリットばかりじゃないはずよ。
Yoru suddenly cut in. What do you mean?
例えば、前進力がロール安定性を低下させるわ。テストの時、感覚がピーキーになってるって言ってたけど、そこにも原因があるんじゃないの？
When gliders are flying, they are always subject to the unstable atmosphere. Wind blows from lots of different directions, and sometimes strong crosswinds blow in as well. But gliders have a quality that, even if they all rock to the sides, they immediately try to make the wings level again. That's called roll stability. Actually, sweep forward wings have the property of reducing roll stability.
もちろんそれも織り込み済み。主翼の上半角を少し多めにつけて対応してあるわ。上半角？
Looking at wings from the front, they're curved slightly upwards, right? That is called a dihedral angle. Adding a dihedral angle acts to preserve the roll stability to some extent.
あとはパイロットの腕次第ね。
For airframes that lack roll stability, the reaction to ailerons, movable flaps on the wings, is fast and is quite apparent.
そうね。
Yoru nodded as though she was convinced. Actually, it was as though she'd been convinced the whole time. She probably understood it and just wanted to say something. Perhaps she just wanted to test us. But you're amazing, Yoru.
何がですか？
Even though you're not an official member, you're really well versed in this stuff. Agehana looked at the blueprint for the revised model and studied, but this couldn't have been the case with Yoru.
別に。姉さんが乗るかもしれないものだから、ちょっと調べてみただけです。ヨルちゃんすごいね。後で私にも教えてね。機能を知っておくってのは大事なことよ。飛ぶにしても、整備するにしてもね。
If one understands the principles of flight and the function of each part, it's possible to handle the situation when something arises. For example, even if one wing fractures in the middle, it's possible to perform feats such as flying while maintaining balance with the ailerons.
さて、勉強会はこのくらいにして、例の作業に取り掛かりましょう。小鳥先輩をびっくりさせなくちゃですね。
They planned to finish work on Kotori's cockpit before she returned from her home.
葵も手伝ってね。きっと最高のプレゼントになるわよ。
Alright. I was looking forward to seeing Kotori's overjoyed face. The production of Kotori's cockpit was proceeding nicely. It was not at all that complicated. Putting it simply, we were just making it so that the rudder pedal could be operated by hand. If there was going to be a problem, it would probably have been the layout inside the cockpit or the operability, but we have Amane's blueprint, so everything's been resolved. Thinking about making the wings of the glider, this was simple work. It was my first time to fly alone, but the sensation of controlling the glider was different.
重量もだけど、重心が変化するもんね。
During the day today, I did a test flight. I just returned from the runway.
一休みして、あっちの作業しましょうか。
We can only do tests while it's light outside. We fly during the day, and then from evening we return to the dock and do production work on Kotori's cockpit. It was a rather difficult schedule. Shall we eat here again today? We had a portable gas stove in the office. Since we also had electricity, it was possible to do simple cooking.
まるで合宿してるみたいですよね。
Asa was strangely excited. What shall we do for a side dish? Does anyone have a request?
私は何でもいいよ。魚料理が食べたいわ。私は、中華がいいです。私はハンバーグがいい。
Fish for Yoru, Chinese food for Asa, Hamburg steak for Amane. Amane? Chais! Amane was at the office desk and was working away at the computer.
やあみんな、おかえり。
Don't enter our conversation so naturally. I was surprised to suddenly hear from her.
どうしたんですかこんな時間に。学校に用事があったついでに覗きに来たら誰もいなくて、ここで仕事しながら待ってたんだ。
Amane sometimes comes here to do work. She says it's been because she can focus on her work, as there are no loud people around and she doesn't get phone calls or email while she's here. Why didn't you call us?
ラボに置いてきた。だってあれうるさいんだ。
What to do with this person? She was saying she had something to do at school, but surely the lab was annoying, so she left and came here.
あれ小鳥はいないのか
Oh, Kotori's at home right now.
そうなのか。なんだ、せっかく会えると思ったのに。
Well, I'm gonna go buy the ingredients.
私も行きます。じゃあ私も。
Anyway, we were going to buy stuff for dinner. Alright then.
というわけです。ほぼ設計の通りに言ったか。みんなの加工技術がしっかりしてるおかげだな。そんなことないですよ。先輩のおかげです。
While eating dinner, Ageha announced the results of the test flight as a revised glider to Amane. While eating a Chinese-style Hamburg steak with fish. Okay, how the fuck does that work? Oh my god. You know what, let's just move past that for now. From flying it, I can tell that the functionality is improved. The stability while it's flying is totally different.
葵くんが上手になったからじゃないのか
That might be part of it, but it's not everything.
で、 いくつか調整をしたんですけど。
When Agaha and Amane began to talk, usually no one else can follow. That's why I finished the crucial announcements and returned to my meal.
空の上でそんなことが。そうなんですよ。もう私もびっくりで。それでどうなったんだ？もちろんうまくいきましたよ。思った通り、相性はバッチリみたいです。なるほど。ということは、葵くんと小鳥は今熱々だと。
Hold up! What the fuck are you talking about over there?
ん？テストフライトの話だろ？そうよ。テストフライトの話よ。
I don't think so. What you said just now was totally different.
葵くんがテストフライトの最中に小鳥に告白したんだろ？なかなかロマンチックじゃないか。空の上の告白なんて。
Nine, that was...
あれはよかったよね、朝ちゃん。問答無用で素敵でした。まるでドラマのワンシーンみたいで。
Scheiß.
改めて思い返すと、少々わざとらしくもあるけど、悪くはなかったわね。私ら地上でハラハラしながら聞いてたんだよ。
Don't listen in on that! Verwirklich! I wish they told me that the radio was still on. But at the same time, it wouldn't have been great to be told that while I was in the middle of confessing mein Lieb. Ugh!
うまくいってよかったな、葵くん。でも、ちょっと意外だぞ。
What's so surprising?
いや、てっきり、もうずっと昔から二人はそういう関係なのだと思っていた。私も、隠してるだけで、実はこっそり付き合ってんじゃないかって、時々疑ってたわ。すっごく仲良しでしたもんね。葵先輩が小鳥先輩の髪を解いてあげたりして、見ていてドキドキしました。
Alright already! I got it! So just let it be! I'm so embarrassed I could die. I turned away from everyone and ate my dinner.
よかったな。
Hermione looked a bit happy while she ate her Hamburg steak. After all that, our meal ended and we were going to get back to work. But before that,
それじゃあ、私はそろそろ帰るよ。
Amane, who had finished her dinner, picked up her helmet and key, which had been lying on his desk. Amane, what's that?
これか？原付の免許を取ったんだ。ここに来るのにあると便利だからな。
Cool. Whoa, you drive a scooter, Amane?
うん、そうだぞ。高くなければ平気だぞ。注意1秒、怪我一生。くれぐれも事故には注意してくださいね。どうしてみんな同じことを言うかな。
Amane mutters this while preparing to go home.
ああ、そうだ。
Amane remembered something and went back to the office computer. Everyone is curious and gathers in front of the monitor.
シミュレーターをバージョンアップしておいたから、適当に使ってくれ。何か変わったんですか？データを改良機のものに直しておいた。
Amane says this while making a face that says, "Shouldn't that be obvious?"
さっき暇だったからやっておいた。前からやろうと思ってたんだ。待ってる間にやっちゃったんですか？
Hamane nods in puzzlement. She's a rather eccentric individual.
ついでに敵グライダーとドッグファイトを展開するシューティングモードもつけてみた。
So, who's in this enemy glider? A dogfight in the glider doesn't seem so cool.
それじゃあ帰るぞ。青くん、ご飯ごちそうさま。
Hamane, please be careful when you go home, alright?
君こそ小鳥と仲良くするんだぞ。
Hamane, who had appeared so suddenly, made a cheerful face and then left.
これで飛べない日もシミュレーターで訓練できるね。
Yeah, Kotori can too. With a thud, I plunked down on my bed. I have returned from the secret base and taken my bath. It's almost midnight. Today had been a hard day with the test flight starting from De Morgan. So tired. While lying on my bed, I reached my hand out to the picture frames that was standing on my desk. Kotori, I wonder what you're doing. In the picture, Kotori has a triumphant look on her face. She's so adorable. Kotori's face in that picture is so cute that my chest begins to hurt. This is my first time to be away from her for so long. She was always near me from the day I met her. Even on days where we fought and went Sprachen, we were under the same roof and were able to see each other's faces in one way or another. Even if I wasn't able to see her directly, I could sense her presence. Even more than being a friend or lover, she was like family to me. I want her to come back soon. Rather, I wonder if she'll come back. As Kotori had said, her father was doting, and he may not let her return. 9! That couldn't possibly! I mean, she said that Hibari would take her back, even if she had to do that. I returned the picture to the frame, to my desk, and took my cell phone to my hand. There were no calls from her in my history. I hadn't gotten any email or text from her either. I want to hear at least her voice, but... I haven't really spoken to Kotori on the phone before. The reason is that we are in the same class, the same club, and live in the same dorm, so it's rarely necessary. I've never called her just to talk with her. But I want to hear her voice. Wait a second. This is her first time to be alone with her family in some time. I can't intrude on that. She'll come back the day after tomorrow in any case. Then we'll be able to talk as much as we want. So I have to resist. Resist. My phone rang! Fick! Kotori Habane? That's written on the display. Hey! Guten Tag!
もしもし
Kotori, what's wrong?
葵くんこそ、どうしたの？なんか、すごい勢いだったけど。
Nine. That's nothing. Don't worry about it. The phone had rung as though the call had been arranged beforehand, so I answered in kind of a strange way. I took a deep breath and calmed my Herz. Well, what's wrong?
寝る前に、ちょっと声が聞きたくて。
Kotori spoke like she was embarrassed. Even though I'm just hearing her through the phone, I can imagine her cheeks brightening like a just ripening apple, and her gaze shifting out of embarrassment as she talks.
今、忙しい？
Not at all. I wanted to hear your voice too.
そうなんだ。よかった。
How are things with you? You haven't been home for a while, right?
楽しんでるよ。お父さんもお母さんも優しいよ。かえって居心地が悪いくらい。
They hadn't seen their daughter in a while, so they're happy but maybe a bit flustered. And also, Kotori at first said she wouldn't go home, but suddenly said she would. Her parents probably had no idea what happened.
今日の夕飯ね、私が作ってあげたんだ。ほら、前にアニハと葵くんと3人で作った料理覚えてる？チキンをトマトと一緒に煮て。
Huh, Basque-style chicken stew, eh?
そう、それ。そしたら、お父さんもお母さんも驚いてた。私、実家にいた頃は料理なんてからきしだったもの。すごいねって褒めてくれたよ。
Huh, I'm glad to hear that. That was when Kotori and I started calling each other by our first names yet. Only Kotori didn't have dorm duty, so I wanted to give her a role. I made her come and we made everyone's dinner. As everyone liked it, Kotori slowly began to open up to the other dorm students, and everyone recognized me as the dorm meister.
私ね、飛び要素に下宿してちゃんと頑張ってるってお父さんとお母さんに見せたかったの。家を出たのが無駄じゃなかったって思ってほしくて。
Sounds like you succeeded. I mean, they complimented you, right?
うん、美味しいって言ってた。お母さんにレシピ教えてあげたわ。
I imagined mother and daughter standing in the kitchen cooking together. The pleasant mood came over me.
明日は私がお母さんから料理を習うから、帰ったら葵くんに食べさせてあげるわね。
The taste of the food from the Habane households. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it'll be things Kotori likes to eat. I'm really looking forward to it.
葵くんは何してた？
It's the same stuff as always. Today we did tests from the morning, and after that, well, lots of things. Speaking of which, Amane came. She said she got a license to drive a scooter.
あまねちゃんがバイクに乗るの？大丈夫なのかしら？
Kotori had the same reaction too. After that, I told Kotori about the silly things that had happened while she was gone. And Kotori also told me about the silly things that had happened at her house. I'm sure if other people heard, they wouldn't care about the content, but we talked enthusiastically. Before we knew it, it was considerably past Mitternacht.
そろそろ寝ないと。明日朝早いの。
Do you have something to do?
お父さんがね、上野の動物園に連れて行ってくれるの。パンダがいるのよ。
Whoa, that sounds nice. Take some pictures, okay?
トラもライオンも、それからワニも取ってくるね。
Why is she focusing on carnivores? Alright, gute Nacht. We couldn't say those words. I miss you. My real feelings suddenly leaked out.
私も葵くんに早く会いたい。
I have to be patient for 2 more days. 2 Tagen. That's why I was thinking I shouldn't intrude on Kotori while she's alone with her family.
こんなに離れて過ごすの初めてだよね。
Huh? Yeah.
葵くんがいないと、こんなに寂しいなんて知らなかった。いつも寝るとき、思ってるよ。葵くんのこと。
Me too. I always sleep after looking at the pictures we all took together. I could sense Kotori's embarrassed laughter on the other end.
離れて過ごして、実感しまくり。私は葵くんのことが大大大好きなんだって。そう思うと、実家に帰るのも悪くなかったかな。自分の気持ちを確かめられたから。
Kotori, I like you too. Ich liebe dich. On the other end, Kotori laughed timidly.
それじゃあ、もう寝るね。
Okay, I'll sleep too. Enjoy the pandas, okay? Gute Nacht, Kotori. Ich liebe dich.
葵くん
Auf Wiedersehen. Ich liebe dich. The conversation ended. She kissed me. My face feels heiß. Ach, verdammt! Why did... I can't sleep now! I squirmed around on meine Bett. Scheiße.
Quack. Quack, quack. どうしたのハットちゃん。もうお腹いっぱい
Hat, who had been eating his food, suddenly started making a commotion. He ignored his food and started flapping around the cafeteria.
ハットちゃん
What's with him? It wasn't like that glutton to just leave his food. It couldn't be. Could it? I ran for the entrance, trailing a bit behind Hat. Standing there was...
あんた、いい子にしてたかが
Kotori gathered Hat onto her lap and stroked his back. Kotori!
葵くん
Kotori looked at me and then timidly averted her gaze. I couldn't take my eyes off Kotori though. Even though we'd only been apart for a few days, it felt like much longer. Welcome back, Kotori.
ただいま
Her bashful smile was overwhelmingly cute. My god.
これがアゲハので、こっちがアマネちゃん。で、あったあった。これが朝と夜の分。
Kotori distributes the souvenirs she brought back.
パンダクッキーだ。かわいい。で、これがカナの。おー、ワニのスリッパだ。かっこいい。ありがとう。写真もたくさん撮ってきたのよ。
Kotori spreads the pictures he took out on the table.
トラでしょ、ワニでしょ、それから見てみて、ハットの仲間たち。
Asa and the others look at the pictures excitedly. Here you are, Hibari! I gave some cold barley tea to Hibari, who was sitting a distance away.
いただきます。今日は暑いからたくさん汗かいちゃって。
TMI! Kotori's father had work again, starting today. Seems that he tearfully gave up the role of taking his daughter back and left it to Hibari. How was your house?
父も母もすごく喜んでいました。小鳥ちゃんが帰ってきてくれて。
Kotori, who's excitedly talking about the zoo picture she laid out, narrows her eyes and stares at Hibari.
まるで昔に戻ったみたいで。
Then she was overcome with emotion and began to cry. Are you okay, Hibari?
ごめんなさい。つい嬉しくて。
They quietly handed her a tissue.
これもトビウオソの皆さんのおかげだと両親も感謝していました。小鳥ちゃんが帰るって言ってくれたのは水瀬さんのおかげなんですよね。
Meish? Nine. I didn't really.
小鳥ちゃんがそう言ってましたよ。
I see. I want you to say more things like that. But it's not say things like that. I probably just got a little bit. It seemed like she'd wanted to go. Oh my god. Dude, Aoi, get over yourself. It's just that she didn't have an impetus. While I'm saying that, Hibari looks at me with kindness in her eyes.
帰りの車の中で小鳥ちゃんから聞きました。今、お付き合いなさってるんですよね。
Fuck. Yeah, I have the honor of dating Kotori.
そう。小鳥ちゃんに彼氏が。
She's moved to tears again. However, her tears don't seem to be only those of happiness. Here you go.
ありがとう。
Hibari takes a tissue I hand her, blows her nose and wipes her tears away.
小鳥ちゃんのことよろしくお願いしますね。ひばりね、仕事行かなくていいの
Kotori looked at the clock and called over to Hibari.
いいの、もう十分遅刻だから。よくないでしょ、早く行きなよ。でも、もうちょっと小鳥ちゃんと一緒にいたいし。ダメ、早く行くの。ほら、ハットに襲わせるなよ。それだけは許して。
Hibari stood up in a hurry.
じゃあ、お姉ちゃんもう行くわね。小鳥ちゃん、ちゃんといい子にしてるのよ。はいはい。それから。
Glance. Hibari looked at me.
お付き合いは清く正しく美しくよ。
Kotori's face went red.
ハット！こら！
Scheiße! Her body leapt as though she were being chased out. Cause I mean she was! Kotori, komm schön!
いいのいいの。このくらいしないとお昼ご飯食べるまでここに居座っちゃうんだから。それよりお腹すいた。何かない？
Wait a second. I'll make something, alright? I opened the fridge and surveyed the leftovers.
おかえり、小鳥！アギハ、元気だった？
As soon as they met the secret base, they took on beaming expressions. If Kotori hadn't been in a wheelchair, perhaps they would have hugged.
おー、小鳥だ。
Ah, shit, you're back! Amane, who had been facing the computer and typing away, lifted her head after a delay.
あ、あまねちゃんもいる。事故に遭ってないでしょうね。そんなのあったりしないぞ。私はちゃんと免許も持ってるんだからな。ダメよ。そういう慢心が事故の元なんだから。あまねちゃんはビクビクしてるくらいがちょうどいいの。わかった。
After meeting Amane after a while, Kotori suddenly began to lecture her. That impudent side of hers is cute too.
実家はどうだった？楽しかったよ。でも、退屈だったかな。何にもすることないんですもの。そうそう、お土産買ってきたの。
Kotori lined up panda cookies and panda jam buns.
かわいい。食べるのもったいなくなっちゃうね。あまねちゃん、はいこれ。なんだこれの。交通安全のお守り。バイクの免許を取ったって聞いて、慌てて近所の神社にお祈りに行ったのよ。たっぷりと情念を込めておいたから、肌身離さず持ち歩くこといいよね。うん、わかった。
No one cut in and asked why emotion would enhance the charm.
でね、いっぱい写真撮ったの。
Kotori spreads out the pictures again.
動物園行ったんだ。いいなぁ。パンダだ。とっても可愛かったわ。パンダって本当に白黒なのよ。
Not unless you're talking about the red ones, but Kotori speaks passionately while also showing pictures of tigers, lions, crocodiles, the whole 9 yards. Scenes at the zoo was extremely fun. After listening to Kotori talk about her trip for a while,
私らもあんたに見せたいものがあるんだ。何？
is this what I think it is?
何これ？
Looking at the thing Agaha wanted to show her, Kotori bent her head to the side.
まあ、まだ未完成だからね。この辺りにシートが来るわけ。で、これが。あ、もしかして、私用のコックピット。ご明察。
Since it has no seat, it's hard to see what it is from just a glance.
本当は小鳥先輩が戻ってくる前に仕上げたかったんですけど。テストしながらじゃさすがに間に合わなくてね。でも、もうすぐ完成ですよ。
Kotori got closer and looked hard at it.
これが操縦桿で、こっちのレバーでラダー操作だ。両方とも手で操作できる。もう一息で完成するから。そしたら飛べるよ、あんたも。ありがとう、みんな。
Everyone smiled as if to say, "You're welcome."
さてと、じゃ、今日の部活を始めますか。
Everyone was full of energy and set about working. Kotori muttered this while watching Amane start the engine to her scooter. Amane, please be careful going home, alright?
おう、任せろ。制限速度はちゃんと守るぞ。
Amane got onto her scooter while saying this and added,
じゃあ、おやすみ。あまねさん、さようなら。さようなら。
The scooter carrying Amane chugged along slowly, following the speed limit like some fucking square, and drove away.
さて、私らも帰りますか。
A convenience store came into view. This is where Agaha splits off to go home. Agaha came over to where I was.
帰ったら、ちゃんと小鳥に甘えさせてあげなさいよ。
Was?
あの子、ずっと葵の方を見て、そわそわしてたわよ。
Oh.
それじゃ、また明日ねー。バイバイ、アゲハ。
Huh.
おやすみなさい、アゲハ先輩。また明日。
I'm back!
あー先輩、小鳥先輩、今日もお疲れ様でした。お疲れ様。
Same to you, Asa. Yoru. I'm sorry to always make you tag along.
別に、暇ですから。
Why don't you take a bath? Kotori too.
わかった。
Okay, during that time, I guess I'll do some cleaning.
行きましょう、小鳥先輩。
That bath felt good. It was finally time for my bath after the bath ended. I stayed in the bath till my fingers got wrinkled and washed off the accumulated during the day. Inside the dorm, everything has gone quiet. Asa and the others must have already gone to sleep. While walking down the hallway toward my air-conditioned room,
じー。
from a crack in the door, Kotori was looking at me. Seemed that she'd been waiting for me to pass by. Hey, what are you doing? And Kotori opened the door, came halfway out in the hallway, and restlessly surveyed the area. Then, after judging that no one was around, she came out and moved toward me. And Kotori, who can't hug me from the front, took my hand from the side and squeezed it forcefully. While saying that, she pulled on my arm. Then, just around the time summer was about to start, Kotori let out a cute groan, then looked around again, and leading me by the hand moved her wheelchair. Where are you going? She doesn't answer. I was pulled into Kotori's room, just like that. Scheiß.
ハト、しばらく外に出てて。ぐわー。
Oh shit, where are we going? Kotori threw out Hat, who was protesting, and shut the door. She blocked Hat's pet door with a bag, so it couldn't be opened either. Oh shit. Then she took my arm and squeezed it again.
葵くん、会いたかったよ。
I missed you too, Kotori. With my other hand, I stroked her hair. The scent of shampoo drifted faintly from... oh shit. The lights went on in the room. Perhaps because of the dimness, the silence was almost palpable.
ね
Yeah?
え、浮気しなかった？
Of course not.
よかった。
Kotori rubbed her cheek against my hand as if out of relief. Somehow, feels good.
葵くん、お願いがあるんだけど。
What is it?
髪、もっと撫でて。
Okay, I will. She didn't even have to ask. I continued to stroke her hair. Her glossy hair was still a bit damp from her bath and felt different from usual. I stroked it softly. With a contented look on her face, Kotori trembled slightly. Do you like having your hair stroked?
そうみたい。葵くんに撫でてもらって発見したの。
Seems like such a blunt question. Shit. She answers while shivering absorbedly. She was like a cat who'd gotten catnip, huh?
葵くんの手、大きいね。私の頭、すっぽり入っちゃいそう。
I don't think I'm... Kotori's head's nicely shaped. Completely absorbed. Kotori squeezed my hand and brought... Oh no.
ね
The next thing I knew, Kotori was looking up at me with moist eyes. As Kotori's in a wheelchair, she almost always looks up at me. So it's not as though she's doing it on purpose, but... Shit, it's cute to the point of being sneaky. Then... Kotori her lips and pointed them upward. You spoiled Frau. I gave her a peck on the lips.
え、もう一回。
I guess there's no choice. We kissed lightly, pressing our lips together.
帰省の前の日にキスなんてするから、もうずっと頭から離れなかったのよ。枕にシューとかしてたんだから。
Sorry to have done that to you.
葵くんはなんだか余裕って感じ。私のことあんまり考えなかった？
There's no way that I kissed my pillow too.
本当？
Jawohl, wirklich. But the actual thing is much better.
でしょ
Kotori is being shy. I kissed her again. Kotori is always cute, but today she looked even cuter than usual. Maybe it's because I hadn't been able to see her for a while. Still holding hands with Kotori, I sat down on her bed. Then I looked around the room vaguely. This is the third or fourth time I've been here. No matter how close we are, I can't very well just enter ein Frau-Raum like this. Aren't you gonna turn on the lights?
ああ、もう寝ようと思ってたから。そしたら、葵くんがお風呂から出てくる音が聞こえて。
So that's why she was peering at me through the crack in the door like that.
あんまり見ないで。可愛くないでしょ？私の部屋。
That's not true, it's... simple.
だって、物が多いと邪魔になるから。
There was basically nothing placed on the floor. Probably because it would get in the way when she moved her wheelchair.
部屋だと、本を読むか勉強するか、ハートと遊ぶくらいしかすることがないし。
Kotori doesn't have any typical hobbies, it seems. I heard that she liked to move, so before the accident, she probably exercised a lot.
ねえ、隣に座りたい。
Kotori held out both her hands. Alright. I went to lift up Kotori, but then waited for a moment. How do you usually get into your bed?
ここに車椅子を置いて、車輪が動かないようにロックして。
She demonstrated the actions while she spoke.
でも、葵くんには見せたくない。
Varum?
なんとなく、きっと変だって思うだろうから。
I'd seen her get in and out of a wheelchair, and it looked like just doing that was rather difficult. I'm sure it's a lot of effort to get into the bed. I took Kotori's hand and held her close. I lifted her like that, and then sat her down on the bed. Kotori was at her wit's end. Perhaps she wasn't emotionally prepared for it. To be honest, I felt a little awkward too. But Kotori was more bashful than she had to be, so I guess it was fine. Then I sat her down on the bed, or So I thought. Wait, what? The fuck? Oh, shit! Kotori tumbled and fell over. Are you okay? Oh, shit! Kotori spoke shyly, facing away from me. It wasn't just awkwardness, it seemed she was really actually embarrassed. I realized that for Kotori, who doesn't have use of her lower body, it's easy to fall forward or backward when she doesn't have a seat back and isn't careful. I reach my hand out to help her up, but she refuses to take my hand. Maybe she's embarrassed that I saw her like this. I lifted Kotori's legs onto the bed, then got onto the bed myself and laid next to her.
Aoi-kun?
This is easier, isn't it?
でも、近いよ。
I thought it would be better to be close. Oh my god, how adorable is this gonna be? Oh my god.
近い方がいい。けど、恥ずかしい。
And Kotori says this with her eyes tearing up. My god, there's only so much my heart can take! Thick! I brought my face and lips to hers and then kissed the tip of her. Oh my god! Can I hug you?
ちょっとだけなら。
I hugged Kotori gently, enveloping her. Wrapped in my arms, Kotori let out a strange sigh. They pressed my nose to her hair and...
葵くんは、ここ、汗の匂いがする。
Oh fuck. Kind Vig. I just took a bath.
でも、いい匂いだよ。くんか、くんか。癖になりそうな匂い。
You're one to talk, Aoi. Like, what the fuck? I unwrapped my arms from her and looked up from the front. Kotori, ich lieb dich. Kotori looked back at me.
このまま眠っちゃえば、いい夢見られそう。おやすみなさい。
She closes her eyes. Hey, don't go to sleep just yet.
いいじゃない。葵くんにそうにしてもらいながら寝たんだもん。ねえ、子守歌歌ってよ。
Are you sure? Kotori, aren't you being a little defenseless?
Huh?
I might play tricks on you while you're sleeping.
マジックでひげ描いたりとか。
She says that seriously.
鼻を切らないほっぺをつっついたりするのならいいよ、しても。
Somehow it seems like she wants me to tease her like that. Okay, well, until you wake up.
それくらいならいいよ。
You're okay?
それ、下手したら私が死んじゃうじゃない。
You're slow to realize. I'm not gonna cover your mouth.
でも、もしそんないたずらされたとしても、許す。葵くんだから。
I'm not gonna do anything to you.
知ってる。葵くん優しいもん。
And Kotori changes her expression and smiles at me. I'm not convinced that she called me nice right after saying I was mean, but I guess all that matters is that she trusts me.
髪、もう一回撫でて。
Huh? Okay. As I reply, I reach my hand out and stroke Kotori's head gently.
はにゃー。
It really makes you happy, doesn't it? Then I Sokuraha.
好き。すっごく好き。
She answered affirmatively with so much power. I feel so happy too.
私の髪を撫でるのが
To be with you.
そっか。冬地ずるい
From a moment ago, all reactions have been funny and so cute.
私も好きなんだから。葵くんのこと、すっごく好きなんだから。
You don't have to be so earnest. Like, shit. I'm really happy, but...
だって、ほんと、会いたかったんだから。
Kotori whispered this in a lonely way, inching closer to me a bit. Well, now we're together.
だからこうやってくっついてるの。あの時の寂しさの分も。
She must have been really lonely. Shit. But it's strange. We're only apart for a little bit, but I missed you so much.
ほんと、不思議。
Kotori nods several times while she says this.
葵くんに会いたいなって考えながらぼーっとして、はっと気づいて時計を見ても、数分しか過ぎてないの。実家の部屋での10分が、1年くらいに感じてた。
By those calculations, I'd be an old man after only a few weeks. Like Rip Van Winkle or something.
私が彼
Nine! I didn't say that. You're a beautiful princess.
葵くんからお姫様扱いされた。
Are you pleased, my princess?
とっても。
I caught a glimpse of the pleased princess smile in the moonlight.
そして葵くんは、私の王子様。
I'm glad I'm not Rip Van Winkle.
玉手箱欲しい
I don't need anything dangerous like that. It's not like Kotori at- Oh,
じゃ
fuck
あ、
you.
何が欲しい
Let's see. I don't actually have much thinking to do. Yeah, I already have what I want. I softly stroked Kotori's hair.
幸せ。
I'm happy that I finally got what I wanted to.
でも、葵くんだって、私のだからね。
Of course I am. Oh my god, that's so adorable. My time with Kotori and the moon is a moment, along with everything else, is a treasure to me. Channeling that feeling, I softly stroked Kotori's head.
もっと撫でていてほしい。
I will. Her smooth hair, which passes right through my fingers. The texture felt so nice at the touch, I couldn't take my hand away. While I continued to slowly move my hand through her hair, Kotori closed her eyes peacefully. Although she always changes her expression while awake, now she looks so calm. Then she's awake. Now she's... Kotori? Jeez. My princess. I can't believe this, Frau. I saw an urge to laugh must have come on because I was overcome with how happy I felt. It's the unmistakable truth that right now, I am in love with Kotori, yeah? I guess I didn't have to sing a lullaby. Anyway, I've granted my princess's wish of sleeping next to her, so it's fine, it's fine. Her sleeping face looks so content, so I'm sure she's satisfied. Most importantly, I'm able to sleep next to Kotori. Nothing could make me as happy as this. Gute Nacht, Kotori. I lightly kiss her forehead and fix her comforter. I close my eyes while taking in the floated about her. And you know what? I think that's a beautiful place to leave things off. I mean, shit, there's only so much my heart can take, and I really want to save the rest of this for next time, so... Shit, till then, it's been your German boy. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freundin.